part 2 of our free camp. You get to see some of the nice scenery, background scenery, a snake, and also some cows that we've experienced seeing on our stay. So most importantly, on how I do the handbrake shoes. Enjoy it. Have a look. We've come to this paradise, and we've pulled up and look at all the bottles down here. So I'm walking around collecting somebody else's rubbish that they should have taken with them. There's a sign coming in that says take your rubbish away. I don't understand. All I can say is everybody did their bit and took their rubbish away with them. This place would be a better place. If no one takes it, or people leave their rubbish behind, paradise like this will be closed, will be charged to get down here. Take it home, guys. It's not hard.
We were driving back to camp and we saw this. I'm pretty sure it's a taipan. That's what the locals are telling us. Have a quick look.
Crocs inhabit this area
Frequently.
frequently. But there's cars or tractors. We've got a tractor here that's actually launched its boat.
Where's the boat?
Probably out there fishing.
Or resting the crocs.
Or wrestling the crocs. Yeah,
It's
right.
beautiful.
So look at these holes.
Yeah, what are they?
If anyone can tell us what these holes, point the camera down there, honey. These ones here, they're all over the place. Look.
What are they?
Stingrays holes. That's where they come and just lay down.
Oh yeah, look, you can see the tail.
Yeah. I was hoping our viewers would actually comment.
Oh, sorry.
You can
I'm cutting that out.
Yeah.
So viewers, what are they without me telling you?
Last time we spoke how I did the brakes, the rear brake pads. Today I'm doing the handbrake shoes. What I've done is I've jacked up the car. I have the original jack, and I've also put the stand underneath right opposite the wheel there next to the diff, as a safety precaution. Both of them are on there. I'll take the wheel off, remove the caliper, what's holding on the brace that's holding on the caliper, and we'll get to the handbrake shoes. There's one pin that holds the caliper and the slider, and then we'll take the second one off. There's the second one. That's one. And that's two. Now, if you have a look, that's what holds the brake pads in place. And the piston pushes in from that end and closes these two when you apply the foot on the brake. So we'll secure that one and leave the brake pads in there. And now, if you come around the other side, I'll show you how to take the disc off. There's the disc. A bit heavy to hold up, but there's the disc. Now sometimes if it's locked in there, it's got two. You can put a screw in that to pull the disc back if it's really tight and it's locked in there. So we'll go ahead. There's your shoes, and they're pretty worn out on this side. Other side, they're not too bad. It's because they weren't adjusted properly from somewhere else, not by me. Pulling the discs off, we find these are the brake shoes. These brake shoes are held in by, there's a spring with a little clip there, and on the opposite side there's another one there, and these shoes are held in by those two clips or springs, and there's another spring on top which combines these two shoes together. They hold them together, and the adjustment is underneath there. Okay, we need to pull these springs off, and the way to pull them off, there's a pin from the back, so I use my back finger to hold that pin in, push it in and twist. That should come off. There it is. There's the spring, there's a little washer, and there's the pin. If I pull the pin out, there's the pin there. So those three items hold one side off. We'll do the other side and we'll come back. I'll show you the rest. Those two pins are off. I have taken the top spring off that sits between those two. I'll show you once the shoes are off where it actually sits, and all I do now is just pull that apart, and there's your brake shoes. This spring here sits like so, and every time you pull the handbrake, those shoes spread out that way, and that's what applies the handbrake. And there's the adjuster that we were speaking about before. All we need to do now is cross-reference these shoes with the new ones we've bought, and if they look exactly the same, then we clean the backing plate, clean the springs and everything else, clean the adjuster. That's very important that you clean that to make sure it adjusts freely, and then we'll put the new shoes on. I just checked the shoes, they are exactly the same. So now all I need to do is dismantle the old shoes by taking that spring off, and the adjuster. One thing you've got to make sure is that the adjuster goes in the right place, because as I mentioned previously, there's a little grommet on the disc that you can go in there and adjust it. Just clean the adjuster. We're going to assemble these two shoes now, half assemble them from down the bottom. I'll show you what we do. We put the adjuster in. If you notice, the adjuster's all backed up all the way. I'll put one spring on and then clip the bottom spring on again, and there's the shoes being held in place. When we get to the car, what I'll do is I'll put this spring on the top like so, and then put the two pins that we pulled out through these holes, and that will hold the shoes onto the backing plate, and we're good to go. All we have to do after that is adjust it, and that's it. We've come back to the car. I've put a little bit of grease on these, on the backing plate, if I can say that. That's where the shoes actually sit, and they slide a lot more freely. Put the shoes on, spread them out a bit. So the shoes are on. There's the pin. We'll put one pin from the back that's that. That pin is in. Put the spring on. Grab the little clip. Tell you what, you need to have 8 hands here. 8 fingers on one hand. Grab the clip. Takes a little bit of work, but it will go in. Shoes are on, putting the disc or the drum on, fits nice and comfortably, free spins. So what we're doing now is we will take this grommet off and adjust the brakes. Okay, the disc is free spinning. There's the grommet. We'll pull this grommet off, put it somewhere safe so you don't lose it. Find the adjuster. Have a torch handy if you can't see it. We found the adjuster. All we need to do now is adjust it. What you're looking for when you're adjusting the handbrake is you spread the pads outwards and then you back it off a little bit until the disc is spinning, not locked, but not free spinning all the way. It's got to be somewhere in between, and once you've done that, then you put the wheel on and we're all good to go. So I'll keep adjusting this handbrake, but remember, adjust it until it's tight to spin the disc, and then back it off about 2 or 3 turns. Turn it again until it spins a little bit freely, not too much. Hope you enjoyed another video, and hopefully this video has been informative on how to change your brake shoes, or handbrake shoes I must say. If you're not confident in doing it, please don't get involved. Go and see your local mechanic or an expert that knows how to do those sort of jobs. The one thing I need to point out is that a lot of mechanics, when you do take it down there, they don't check the handbrake shoes. I don't know why, but they don't do it. I've taken my car in 3 times for a service. Not one mechanic has actually pointed out that my handbrake shoes are worn out. I don't know why they don't do it. So if you do take your car in for a service, make sure you actually point out what you want done on your brakes. They are a safety thing on the road, so you need to make sure you stress that out to your local mechanic. So please, like, share and subscribe. Give us a comment below if you've got any questions. I'll be more than happy to reply. We'll talk soon, and hopefully we'll see you in the next episode.